Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we talk about all things financial literacy. And today we're going to be talking about 5 secret credit unions that are guaranteed to approve you to join. And that's going to be from 2024 going into 2025. So I want to find some other credit unions that no one else talked about that anyone can join at any point in time. And they can get up to $25,000 for each of the credit cards that these credit unions offer. And the only thing that you have to do is have your documentation like your driver's license, maybe a passport, proof of address, and some basic general information. And there may be 1 or 2 things that you need to do, but we'll be discussing that. We'll also discuss some data points that they do offer, and if you have to actually have a hard pull in order to join any of these credit unions. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first credit union on our list will be Veridian Federal Credit Union. Now, Veridian is a credit union that is in the United States, but it started in Iowa, and they have over $5 billion in assets and over 250,000 members. Its field of membership consists of those who are living and working in the county of Iowa, or in Cass Douglas, Lancaster County, and Washington, and counties in Nebraska. Anyone can join. They serve all 50 states digitally, and they also have branches that you can go into, physical locations in Iowa, Nebraska, and Minnesota. Now, Veridian Federal Credit Union pulls a credit report from TransUnion as part of the membership application process. This is a soft pull, meaning it will not affect your credit score, and you can lift your credit freeze by going to transunion.com/credit-freeze. I would recommend lifting only that one, but freezing the other 2, and just making sure that you don't have any derogatory marks that's associated with your TransUnion. Potentially, they can still deny you, even though this is open to everyone to join. So currently, we are on the website. You can go here and check out some of their products and services. They do offer personal and they do offer business, but for the sake of this video, I don't have time to go over every single detail for each of these credit unions. So I'm only going to be looking at a few things. They have a checking, they have a savings account, they have certificates of deposit, mortgage loans, everything you would expect from most credit unions. And let's go over to the personal credit cards. Now, here are the credit cards that they offer. They have the Visa Signature Card, the Visa Platinum Rewards Card, and the Visa Platinum Card. So each of these cards have very low variable APR rates. You can earn cash back with the Visa Signature Card, and there's also points that you can earn for rewards, gift cards, and merchandise. And then there are some additional details here for each card. And as far as I can tell from data points, they will pull from TransUnion in order to approve you for any of their credit cards. I've seen starting limits as high as $5,000 to $10,000 for initial credit line approvals, but it can vary depending on your credit worthiness. They do have pre-approval offers. And if you are interested in joining this credit union, but maybe you are working on your credit, I suggest looking at some of their other products like their certificates and any other options that they have, maybe starting with those things first and then working your way up to possibly getting a pre-approval offer. Those are included with this credit union, and when you log into the app, you'll be able to see them. So check this one out if you're interested. And if you want me to do a in-depth review of this credit union, then drop that in the comments below. You can either drop Veridian or you can drop VCU, anything like that. That will let me know which one of these you would like to get an in-depth review on. The second credit union on our list is Liberty Federal Credit Union. They offer a lot of banking solutions, including your checking, your savings, your mortgage, your auto loan, home equity loans, and much more. And you can bank online, or you can also use the mobile app. And you can visit any one of their physical locations in Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Anyone can join this credit union regardless of residence or membership affiliation. Now, if you've placed a security freeze on any of your credit reports for this one, you will need to lift all 3. They can actually pull from any bureau in order to approve you for membership. I've seen data points where it could be hard, it could be soft, but unfortunately, we do not have a exact credit bureau that it pulls from. So I would lift all 3. Worst case, You can follow my hard inquiry video to remove that hard inquiry associated with getting membership for this credit union. And then going forward, I would expect the same bureau to be pulled for credit cards. All right, so currently we are on the Liberty Federal Credit Union website, and you can look at all of their products. Right when you get to the website, it allows you to go to open an account, and you can go there to apply for membership. But there's also the option to apply for a loan. And then there's some of the actual rates that they have going for today. It's December 16th, 2024. So at the time of recording, you may not see these same rates. There's some for the checking accounts, the high yield, the mortgage loans, and the auto loans. And you can also download their mobile app. It looks like it's very easy, has a 4.8 as far as the app rating goes. And let's take a look at their personal credit cards. If we go here, they have the Platinum Credit Rewards card. So with every purchase, you'll earn valuable reward points that you can redeem for travel, for gift cards. And it's pretty much the same thing that you get with most reward cards. And this one has a very low APR as well, no annual fee. So that's really, really good. There's also a Platinum Prime Plus card, even lower rates, 11% APR with no annual fee, and you can apply online. I would definitely become a member first and then do the application for the credit card. And for the credit pull, since I don't actually know which one they'll be pulling from, you will still need to have all three open, and then you'll have to go from there. If there is a double pull or more than one pull, what I recommend, whichever pull that you got for membership, leave that one open and then let the other two stay frozen. There's a great chance that they might use the same pool, but I don't know that for sure. So if you want to limit the amount of hard inquiries that you need to receive and that you have to remove later on, recommendation is go based off of the one that you get approved for with membership, leave the other two frozen, and then you can remove the hard inquiry for membership later. If you get approved for the credit card, keep that hard inquiry, and then you'll want to make sure that you do so there's no issue with the reporting for that card, because you definitely want to get credit for the line, for the on-time payments, and being able to handle that card well in order to improve your credit. Now let's move on to the next credit union. Number 3 on our list is Alliant Credit Union, and it's an American credit union that's headquartered in Chicago. It was founded in 1935, and it ranks among the largest credit unions in the United States. It's serving over 800,000 members across the nation, so definitely the largest one that we've seen on this list, but they operate solely as an online credit union. They do not have a physical branch. Anyone in the US can join this credit union. You can join for free as long as you join the Alliant Credit Union Foundation, which they will cover the $5 membership fee. So when you go on there to join as a member, you'll select this option as your affiliation. They will fund your $5 fee in order for you to join this credit union. Now, in most common scenarios, Alliant will pull from TransUnion for membership. However, this can vary, but in most cases, TransUnion will be the credit bureau that they will pull from. So on the Alliant website, there's a limited time 4.99% APR intro fixed rate for the first 6 months. After that introductory period, you have to pay a low standard variable rate of 8% to 16%. If this option is available for you, then you can click on this and learn more about that offer. And of course, they have all the same products that you would expect, your checking, your savings. And again, if you want a detailed, in-depth review of this credit union, then drop that in the comments below. That will let me know that this is a credit union that you're very interested in learning more about. Now let's compare all of their credit card options. And they have a few here, but the main one that I would be concerned with is the Alliant Cashback Visa Signature. Now you can earn 2.5% cash back on the first $10,000 of qualifying eligible purchases. The reason why I would focus on this is because when I see cash back offers like that, $10,000, it kind of lets me know what the credit limit will more than likely be. So this is going to be a card that will definitely have a great initial starting limit, probably somewhere around $5,000 to $10,000. If they expect you to spend that much in that short amount of time, then I would expect to have a limit that would reflect that same qualifying amount that I need to spend. Now, there is no annual fee, and pretty much it's the exact same as most of your cashback cards. No tricky categories to track. They give you just flat 2.5% and then 1.5% for purchases over $10,000. And then the Alliant Visa Platinum card has a low introductory rate. Now, this is one that you would use if you want to make a big purchase and pay it off over time. It is 0% APR for 12 months on purchases and balance transfers. So if you have some debt that you want to consolidate and pay off slowly with no interest, this might be the card for you with no annual fee. And again, it lets you know here, generous credit lines, positive credit building potential. So you are definitely in a position to start a high limit if you're approved for one of these two cards. Now, for the bureau that it pulls from, I would expect it to also be TransUnion, but just be aware that can vary depending on where you are, and it is subject to change at any point in time. So, keep the other ones frozen just in case they try to do a pull from there. You can always unfreeze them and then reapply at a later time. Next on our list is going to be BCU, Federal Credit Union. That stands for Baxter Credit Union and is a state chartered, federally insured credit union that's headquartered in Vernon Hills, Illinois. And BCU is full service, not for profit, and they're providing the financial well-being and banking services to members throughout the U.S. and Puerto Rico. Anyone can join, but you need to subscribe to Free Life Money U Financial Wellbeing Program. So that is going to be asked of you when you go to join this credit union and become a member. And I don't believe they pull any credit bureau for membership. If they do, it's soft and it's not a hard pull. But for credit card approvals, they will likely pull TransUnion. So the soft pull may also be associated with TransUnion. You might want to keep that in mind and just make sure that you have a strong TransUnion FICO score. Now, looking at the BCU website, if you scroll down and you look at the join page, right here, it lets you know the different ways that you can join: employment, the community charter, family, life, money, you. And if you subscribe there, go to subscribe now, you'll be able to join this credit union. Of course, the banking products that they have will be the usual suspects: your checking, your savings, your CD. They have a business account and some digital services. And let's go to their credit cards. Now for BCU, this is going to have the most credit card options that we've seen out of every other credit union so far. The cash rewards, they have regular 1.5%, 0% APR on transactions for 12 months, and a $200 cashback offer. And that's pretty standard from what we've seen, but very good. There's also the BCU Travel Rewards, 2x points. And then this one has no penalty APR. So that's one of the features that you only get with this card. BCU, the Simply Visa, this one also has 0% APR, and that's going to be for 12 months as well. Lower monthly payments. You can minimize the monthly payments on the card balance. And then there's a tap to pay option, which I'm sure is available with all of these cards. And then you have the BCU Launch. Now, if you're looking to rebuild your credit, it is a 18% APR variable, but this is a way that you can actually get into this credit union, and your security deposit will match your credit line. So in the example that they give here, if you do $500 for your deposit, then you will get a $500 credit line. And this works the same way as most of the other secure credit cards. You use it for around 6 months. They will reevaluate you usually every month to see if you qualify for the secured version, and then you will get your deposit back, and then you can start getting credit line increases or applying for other products. And that'll be your way to get in with this credit union while you're rebuilding, and then work your way up to a $25,000 credit card or beyond that. The last credit union on our list is going to be NASA Federal Credit Union. I've talked about this one once before, but NASA Federal Credit Union was founded September 29th of 1949 and is headquartered in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And it holds more than $5 billion in assets, and it is insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Now, this credit union has about 200,000 members nationwide, and it has been named the best in-state credit union in Maryland in 2018 and 2019. Anyone can join this credit union. All you have to do is join the National Space Society, and you can join. For NASA Federal Credit Union, I've seen hard pulls from Experian and from Equifax. So just know that it can vary. I would freeze your weakest score, leave your strong one unfrozen, and then see which one they pull. By you freezing one, it might force them to pull the other. And if not, then you know which one they will pull, unfreeze that one, and make sure that everything else is frozen. More than likely for credit cards, it will be the same thing. But then again, I have seen where someone has become a member, they pull from Equifax, then apply for a credit card, and they pull from Experian, but the information was conflicting. So just know that it can vary. At least you know which two that it could possibly be. Now, a few months back when I first talked about NASA Federal Credit Union, I talked about their pre-approval offers. It was one thing that I really liked a lot. You can get pre-approved for auto loans, for credit cards, for a lot of different products. So that's my recommendation. Use the pre-approval tool just to see what you can get. You know, that'll be a great way for you to have a risk-free option for credit cards and even auto loans. But they do have some pretty good rates when it comes to their credit cards as far as the APR. There's the Earn Rewards Visa Platinum Advantage card. And of course, it's dollar for dollar. Like you get for what you actually spend, you earn 1 point for every dollar. No extra fees, no annual fee, no balance transfer, no foreign transaction fees. Rates are as low as 13.9% APR, and they can even go lower to 9.9% for the life of all balance transfers, which is pretty good. Now, peace of mind protection, they have locking and unlocking capabilities in case of emergencies. They also have the get cash back. It's your standard cashback card, 1.5% cash back with flexible options for redemption, no extra fees, and everything else that you get included, like the previous card. Now, the rates are as low as 17.74% APR, which is still kind of high. But again, the great thing, you can check if you're approved with no impact to your credit score. They also have the low fixed rate card. Now, that's something that you don't see every day. Fixed rates are very, very rare when it comes to credit cards, but they have fixed rates as low as 12.4% APR. Again, 9.9% APR for the life of balance transfers, no extra fees, and peace of mind protection, that lock and unlock capability. Now, they also have a shared secured Visa option. Always recommend this when you're rebuilding. Start with the secured option, and you can get this for multiple credit unions. Start with the secured option, work your way up. This one does have a requirement of $500 as the minimum. So you will need to use that to start your credit line. But if you use it properly, shouldn't take you more than 6 months to be able to graduate that and then work your way up to getting a $25,000 credit card with NASA Federal Credit Union. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about any one of these credit unions, drop it in the comments below. That will let me know which one I should actually apply for personally, so I'll be able to give you more real data points that I've actually been able to prove myself, and then that'll be more beneficial for everyone else that wants to join that same credit union. And if there's like a tie, I might do more than one, but I would like to know the one that everyone is most interested in. Again, leave that in the comments. If there are any other credit unions that maybe I missed that you would like me to talk about, leave that in the comments as well. If there's anything new that I need to know, I would be more than happy to take a look into that credit union for you. That way I can give you some actual real life data points, because I've had firsthand experience with their products, their services, or becoming a member of that credit union. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and you have a wonderful day.